Next month, July 16 to the 18th, a group of 7 students and 1 mentor will be representing Zambia at the first global robotics competition in Washington, D.C. The competition is aimed at promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM. Nearly 160 countries, including 40 from Africa, will compete in the 2017 First Global Challenge. The ultimate goal is to provide all nations and their students with an understanding of how STEM careers are a realistic and viable option for the future of young people. Peter Longu is Executive Director of the Zambia Institute for Sustainable Development. He is also mentor of Team Zambia. He and team leader Mwenge Kansambo tell me they are looking forward to interacting with other young scientists from around the world.
I take it as a privilege and not a right to represent my country. I think it's once in a lifetime that someone gets to represent their country. So it's really inspiring to be amongst the team that's going to represent some challenges. So maybe I can give Mwengo to talk about that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
So the challenge is based on the theme of aqua and hydro, supplying clean and safe water to everyone. Our bot is supposed to be designed in a way in which you can collect water particles and contaminated particles in a fake river and take contaminated particles to a laboratory. So we need to be able to collect those particles, sort them out. And of course, for extra bonus points at the end of the whole match, we should be able to get ourselves off the ground when the flood comes into the arena.
It's very nice to talk with you. First of all, Madam Team Captain, I attended primary and secondary schools in Africa, back in my home country of Liberia. Back then, it seemed that certain academic subjects were untouchable for girls. What is it like now for girls participating in the science, technology, and engineering and mathematics study in Zambia? What is it like?
It's the best feeling in the world. You know, my mother raised me with the sense that, you're able to accomplish anything. Never take it that certain things are not meant for you and certain things can never be touched by you. So for me, it's something that I love to engross myself in and get involved. And I think it's the best thing possible that could ever happen to the world, actually.
Peter, are you there?
Yes, James, I'm here.
According to the information, 130 countries have committed to attend. Do you have any idea, besides Zambia, how many other countries are coming from Africa?
From Africa, we have Zimbabwe, we have Botswana, we have Cameroon, we have Egypt, we have Togo. So basically, there are a lot of countries from across Africa that are participating. I mean, as I said, it's quite interesting because of all these kids from across Africa who are obviously going to compete at the world stage with countries like Japan and all those places basically on the same platform.
So, Peter, who is funding your team? The government of Zambia, or are you being funded privately?
Well, we are privileged enough that we managed to have one of our students admitted to Harvard University, Selaka Sepa. So through Selaka Sepa, I've been able to secure funding from Harvard University.
I want to speak to your team captain again. Of course, this competition, like in every sporting competition, is to win. Apart from the goal to win, what lessons do you think your team can learn from?
Teamwork. That's the first thing, cooperating. Because, in each and every situation, even though you wish to win, you can either go the race alone and try by all means to go far, or go with it together, put your ideas together, and get even further than you would alone. Out of everything, I think the one lesson that we have learned is cooperation, because in our team, we have people coming from right across Zambia, from the northernmost part to the southernmost tip of Zambia. That's where we come from. So we don't have the same living environments where we come from, and to come together, put our ideas together, and actually cooperate, even though it may not be the best or what we're used to. I think that's the greatest thing that we've learned out of all this.
Talk to young Zambian or young African women about the importance of getting into the study of science.
The study of science is vast and it's ever-changing. There is no reason for us not to be involved in that change. Think of the doctors who are now women. We have PhDs, like my very own mother who holds a PhD in obstetrics and gynecology. She's taken that step into science. Why can't we also take that step into science? There's so many things that we could do. So don't settle for less when you know you can do so much more.
Are you there, Peter?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Just a final word before we go. What are your expectations coming to Washington, back to Washington? I know you've been here before. Some of the young people you are bringing, have they ever been here before to Washington or to the United States?
For I think most of my team, I think apart from myself, it's the first time coming to the U.S. So for me, it's a great step. I think the biggest prize we'll win from all of the experience is networking, because I say that, well, Africa is a global village and the world is. So us getting to meet all these great minds, I mean, I've interacted with people from across Venezuela, and all these kids, once they get there, I think there'll be like a cross-pollination of ideas, which is relevant to sort the world's problems. So for me, them saying that they've been here and opening their eyes, they'll come back to Zambia with new perspective on life to say, look, we can do it, we've been there. And hopefully they'll come back and implement the change and not just be spectators and just say, we went to America and it was a good place, but what they learn. So the lessons that they'll learn, I think that's very, very critical.
Peter, so nice to talk with you and your team captain. Very inspiring. I look forward to seeing or meeting you and your team when you come to Washington.